I have a word. Check this out. I have a word. This came to me. It just came to me. You know, faithless people that's in your life, you need to check them at the front door. I'm not one of those people that say cut them off, cut them off, cut them off. I don't believe it. I believe, yeah, you should cut off the devil. Now, if it's two devil lies, yeah, cut it off. But when you have people in your life and they're good people, they don't mean no harm by it. They just don't have the faith that you have. And they spew, you can tell them your dreams, you can tell them whatever you want. They don't believe it. Maybe they say they believe it to calm you down, to listen to the stuff that you have to say. But they talk about, you have to correct it. That's the stuff you need to correct. That is the stuff you need. Faithless people in your life, because they will sow those seeds in your kids. They will sow those seeds into you. So instead of going around trying to figure out who a real Christian from a fake Christian, you need to be correcting the faithless people that's in your life. These people, they can say they believe in God, but how could you believe in God if you don't have no faith? Huh? And let me tell you, it's down to the school systems. I remember one time my child told me that, the teacher said that it was, I forgot what he said and how he said it. I don't want to get it wrong, because if he listening, he gonna say, you lying. But it's something like, his teacher was talking about, like student loans and stuff like that. I think they was the one who pushed him towards the military. I don't know. Don't make me lie. But he was like, it's no hope with student loans on your back. I don't care if you had $1 million of student loans in your back. If you got faith, God is going to give you strength. God is going to carry you. Like, come on. Faithless people will sow seeds into you. Especially in your kids. Because you know something about these kids? If you a parent and your kids see that you don't have what they want, let's just say materialistic stuff, they're not going to too much believe in you. They're not going to believe. Especially if you told them things and it didn't happen or whatever. They're not going to believe. So they're going to go out there and listen to other people. And people that have material things, it's just like the devil. When the devil say, I will give you this whole world if you bow down and worship me. It's the same exact thing what faithless people do. You see what I got? This is what you got to do to worship, to get this. You got to bow. But as a child of God, we ain't going to bow. We're not going to bow. Period. You have to have faith in anything you do. Now, I know in this message right here, people are going to get this misconstrued. This is not meaning that you shouldn't go out there and get your business. If you want to have a shoe business, a trailer business, what I'm trying to say is have faith in that business. Whatever you want to do, have faith. If you want to be a ballerina, have faith. Don't worry about these people sowing these seeds in your head that you cannot do it. Even if you want to be a nurse, a teacher, or whatever, own a school. If you want to be McDonald's clown in his costume, if you want to be Mr. Grinch, whatever it is, you got to have faith. That's mainly in the Bible. What it talks about is having faith in God. And whatever you got going on in your life. Not faith in your money. Not faith in the government. Because one thing I noticed these 40 years, if people can say they have faith and trust in God and they believe in God, but they don't because they have faith in their pockets or in the government or in whatever else, but they don't have faith in God. I tell you that, because if you have faith in God, you will have patience. You will stay still. You'll be good. You'll be content until it's not being content where you're not moving. You know God is going to move mountains for you. You would just keep working. and having faith, working and having faith, working and having faith. And if you gotta rest, you gotta rest. Because guess what? All of our paths are different. It's just like, when I sat back and looked at my life when I first got on this Christian walk, and this is some true deep stuff, my life was set up from what the world told me I wanted. I want a husband. Yeah, I still want a husband. That's in my path. But I still have to keep walking and doing what I have to do to get that God-fearing man that I want. I'm not going to take anything and settle for anything like I used to. Point blank, period. Secondly, a house. That's something the world told me I should have. I still want a house, yes, because I want a garden. I want a garden like my grandma had. But I do want to travel around this beautiful world. God's willing. Because tomorrow is not promised. So I can get a traveling house. I can just travel, living stop to stop. I can do a lot of things, but these are my dreams. All our dreams are different. But this world will build a dream in your head that you're supposed to have. The government, the system will build this world, and then this is how people compare their lives to other people. It's like I'm not saying the hip hop community, but you can look at these people that's in the hip hop community, because I'm black. I was in that community, so this is my example. This is just an example, y'all. So don't lose your panties. But you see the change. You see all this glamorous stuff. This is what the algorithm is putting in your head. What do you want for your life? All that movement. Oh, you should be here. You should be there. Woo, 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 woo. That's not your life. That's their life. But the system is putting that in your mind. You have to know what you want in your life, and you have to be still and be patient and get it. Sometimes it's best to just chill, relax, and keep on working, keep on turning. That's why I said, if your life has been through a lot of chaos, it's good to just be still. When you find you a job, you don't need no friends on the job. That's what, that's one of the reasons why I said this one point in time, because when you start getting no friends on the job, they start wanting to do this, and then you start wanting to plan this. I mean, when you in a season that you just came out of chaos, it's good to just be still. Tell them people, I'm going home to my wife. I'm going home to my husband. I'm going home to read the Bible. I'm going to church tonight. And I know people that used to do this when I was younger, and I'm like, okay. Because that's the kind of person I am. I'm not finna mess up your dream. But still, I can tell you this because I was that person forcing people to take shots. Forcing people, come on, get out. Forcing people to do stupid stuff. And not even forcing them, but that's I was just that person, period. But when you're trying to change your life, when you're trying to kill that old person that you used to be, you have to say no. No is your best friend. No. I got to get home to my wife, husband, whatever. The Bible, the church, God. I'm fasting and praying. All of that. But don't let faithless people in your life. I mean, no new ones. The old ones, you have to correct. Like, hey, around here, we're going to have faith. You hear me? Take that faithless stuff somewhere else. But around here, it's pure faith. And the new people that come in your life that want to be faithless, I can't stay around this faithless stuff. Because that's what it all boils down to. You need people on your team that have faith in God. That trust in God. 100% trust in Him. And trust that vision that God gave you, that dream that God gave you. He's no liar. Those promises is going to come. And sometimes He want to redirect you. And He protects you from rejection. That's why that rejection, you need to